G'day guys, I hope you've all been well from whichever part of the world you may be watching. Really awesome thing about YouTube is being able to connect with people from all over the world. So, lately I've been checking out amazing content around world coins that I may never have really seen. I really do enjoy, reading up on things and listening on history and stuff like that. So it's been really great. So, the last few days I've had a couple of days of work and I decided to actually do a quick count of how much ounce of silver I've got in the stack. I've been buying a little bit more sporadically recently, so I've a bit lost count, so it's been a pretty fun experience. Here, hopefully that grabs the whole view, is 200, it's slightly over 200 ounces of silver. It's just because I got a bit of Aussie junk silver, the actual measurements a little tough, but more or less just over the 200 mark, which is a huge milestone for myself, which I'll chat about in a little bit. So to quickly introduce them, this is a roll of 10 1 ounce coins from the Perth Mint. It's the Quokka. It just got released this year. Really cute little guy, limited vintage. So I was super happy to be able to pick some of these up very early on. You could only, you're limited to just 10 per person if you're buying direct from the Perth Mint. So super happy I could get this. Really cute little guy. I still haven't unwrapped them. I probably won't just because I'm a little weird like that. But hey, it's 2020. You can be a bit weird, I reckon. Moving forward. Now, a couple of videos back, I did a quick video on buyback or low premium silver. There's a couple of ways you can call it. It's referenced depending on which part of the world you're from. This is a really cool 2 dragon coin. Now this came in the capsule and everything, and it was basically in, literal mint condition. It was looking really good. Obviously, as I talked about in the video, when you do these buybacks, it's a lucky dip. You just don't know what's going to come inside. You don't know which coins or whatever. But I managed to get a couple of these guys. So there's a few more over here, which was really sweet. The artwork on it's pretty cool as well. So that was really nice to get. This is just a classic Kookaburra, 2019 one, the 2021 one's already been released and I hopefully will be able to pick that one up soon as well. A classic, I've seen this in a number of stacks from around the world. The one I do want to get from this is the 10 ounce one. There's a massive 10 ounce coin from this, which I will try and get soon. Perth Mint didn't have any, so I might have to just try my luck with other dealers, but a sweet coin I do want to get my hands on. I've showed this guy a fair bit. He's had a lot of screen time, but this is the 2012 Lunar Series Dragon. Pretty cool piece. Got the koala going. Another cute little guy from Australia. Then moving to another part of the world. This is the Royal Arms coin. I believe that was a name from the Royal Mint. Another pretty cool looking piece. Very elegant, but a classic, the Britannia. This is the 2020 coin. The 2021 one's been released. I've watched a couple of coin reviews online already, and it's looking phenomenal. It's got a bit more of a security feature, some additional security features, which is always great to see on a coin. I've also got this in the ½ ounce, the quarter ounce, and I do want to eventually get the ounce and the 1/10. Just complete the whole series, but in good time. So that's the Britannia. This is the Eureka coin. It's from the ABC Bullion. It's one of the larger local refineries and dealers. Really classic coin that you got there. This is the Buffalo. Obviously, I did a video on this. I got this as part of my first international coin swap. Again, another big shout out to Silver Stallion on that one. In the early days of YouTube, he came up with the crazy idea of doing a coin swap. So this guy it's probably flown more than most human beings in this last year to get from all the way from America to Australia, but another really sweet coin. I've done an actual video on this itself, so please do check it out if you've got a couple of minutes. Now in these pouches here are actually my Aussie junk silver. It was just gonna get too messy, so I just didn't bother pulling them all out. But that's a kilogram of 50% junk silver, so that equates somewhat roughly to around 16 ounces. And these are the 80% 50-cent coins. Obviously no longer in use, but a pretty cool design nonetheless. And it's really, I think, for collecting Aussie junk silver, this is probably one of the better ones to be able to get your hands on, just because, you know, it's a bit easier to literally stack, but it's got a bit of a higher percentage of silver as well, and a little bit more easy to get than the other ones. Great thing about YouTube, as I always said, is being able to connect with people online. You know, junk silver didn't really have a massive place in my stack since I'd first bought these a while ago, but I've been able to connect with a couple of Aussies, and I've been chatting especially with my man Aussie Coinage Hunters, and I'll link him in the description. Please do check him out. You know, he covers quite extensively a lot of the Aussie junk silver, and we've been having some great chats. So for me, for the minute, junk silver is back on the hunt for any future buys. So I'm quite excited to see how that will go. Here we have the classic Canadian maple. So I've got a number of them. I've showed this graph a few times as well, but it's the 2020 Double Dragon rectangular bar from the Perth Mint. I stopped one of these guys with this guy, with Silver Stallion. I really am looking forward to what the 2021 release may look like. You know, and this coin, this series has been so popular that, you know, basically from the moment it comes online, you know, you probably have to just grab as much as they can or as much as they can afford. This one, I just did a video on this recently as well, is the Perth Mint rectangular kangaroo bar. Sweet, elegant design, you know, a bit more on the simple side, but looks amazing nonetheless. Moving across, here is the Krogerand. Honestly, if I've just butchered the pronunciation, forgive me. But a very, very cool piece nonetheless. The 2021, I got this as part of the buybacks, and I was super stoked because, as I've said, you know, the buybacks are a lucky dip. You don't know what you're going to get, and when you get to pull 4 of them out, you're cheering, absolutely cheering. And the quality of them was basically, you know, it looked like they were brand new as well. So stoked. This was also part of that buyback, a New Zealand silver fern. Pretty simple coin, but, you know, kind of cool to sort of, you know, get your coins a bit more international when you can at a lower premium, so why not? This is the 2020 Silver Phoenix from the Comsco Mint in South Korea. These guys, you know, the Comsco Mint have been really stepping their game up. Like the quality of the designs, you know, is just astounding. The security features are really just amazing as well. So if you see here, if you move the coin, you'll see 2 characters, Pong and Hua, Pong Huang, which means Phoenix. I will do a separate video on the Comsco coins that I have because I think they are just that incredible and it definitely warrants it. So these are some more. So this one is the 2020 Tiger. This is the Chishin Radis. It's a bit more of like, you know, the folklore mythology. Got some pretty cool backstories to it. The Chu Chonwang. And this isn't the only half-ounce coins I have, and probably the only ones I will ever have for silver. I just prefer to have 1 ounce or higher, but this was also the first Korean coins I actually got, and the reason why I got them was because they were the first Korean coins I could ever get in Australia. I was so shocked and surprised and very happy to find these online. So I picked up a couple, and then not too long after I was able to get the 1 ounce ones as well. So as you can see, these are all the Phoenix ones. I was a little bit addicted to it because I just thought the design was phenomenal, so I grabbed as many as I could. Funnily enough though, this guy here was the first, so that's a lot of 5 I have in those little paper satchel things. When this first got released online, I couldn't actually get it anywhere, and I found a place, of all places, in Germany. Yes, Germany, which sold them. They took a month or a bit longer, I think, from my memory to actually get from South Korea to Germany all the way back to, you know, Australia, but I got them, which was pretty cool. So that's like, I got like 25 or 6 ounces of just the Phoenix coins. No regrets. Obviously, with Comsco coins, my man Expat Stacker, if you're not already subscribed to him, has a really sweet range. You know, super jealous. I'm very envious of what he's got, but he does some really nice reviews there. So I will link him, but, you know, if you haven't already checked them out, please do so. Moving across this way, we have the, you know, probably the more, like one of the most famous and largely collected coins if my phone wants to get its focus in order. There we go. The American Silver Eagle. So I managed to pick up a number of these when the premiums went super low. They have not gotten that low since, but I managed to get a good amount, not a good amount, but any amount is a good amount in my opinion. And this is 2021, and I found it online that this is the last, the year of this release for this design anyway, so that just makes these all the more special. Here we have, this is my first 2-ounce coins as well. These are from the Queen's Bee series, super, they just look glorious, they look really good. Something that you'll definitely see somewhat, related to the monarchy. I wasn't sure how I'd feel about 2-ounce coins when I got them, but they're actually quite nice. They feel a lot better than I had thought they would as well. And the designs, just sweet. I won't go out of my way to get the older ones. If I do come across them, I probably will try grade them, but moving forward, I would love to get them more into the stack. Here is 37 ounces of the Perth Mint Kangaroo. Now, I think most stackers globally that I've seen do have a couple of these in their stacks. For Aussie stackers, I think it's a great way to start. They generally command a slightly lower premium than most other coins you'll get on the market, which is great just, to get into it, but also if you want to liquidate later. So that's 37 of them. This is also the first time I got a complete tube of 25 of any set coins. That was pretty special for me. Here we have the Philharmonics, from Austria, really sweet looking coin. Managed to pick up around 5 of them. Now these coins are slightly smaller than not smaller like in actual literal the 1 ounce, but just the dimensions. So the diameter is a little smaller, but the width is a slightly, a bit more thick than other 1 ounce coins. Still very nice nonetheless. The gold version of this looks absolutely stunning. One day I'll get them. Here we have the Mythosaur from The Mandalorian. Season 2 has just been pretty crazy so far. If anyone else watching, let me know what you've been thinking of Season 2. But I did another video on this for the unboxing video, so please do check it out. These also were buyback coins, so loving it. And then here, finally, we have the 10-ounce bars. So this is from NTR Metals. This is from Asahi. I got those both as buybacks, so, saved a pretty penny on it, which is always great. This is from ABC Bullion, the 10-ounce bar. And this is from Perth Mint. This was a buyback, so it's a little bit, got some markings and all that, but when you can save money, those things don't mean too much. To me personally, anyway. So that's the stack, guys. It was a little, I tried to do it, speed through it. So the big question is, where to from here? So firstly, guys, this isn't financial advice or any sort of investment advice. This is really my own experiences, which I continually develop and research to fit my personal circumstances. So please do seek professional financial advice when doing anything really with your own money. My goal is ideally to reach 1,000 ounces of silver by the time I hit 30. So I've got about 4 years left. However, since I've hit the 200 milestone, I am a fifth of my way there, and I will focus a bit more on gold now. I'm still figuring out, how much of the gold thing, but I'm looking at maybe 10 ounces or so now, just keep the numbers small, whatnot. Not that 10 ounces is a small number, it's a huge amount. Obviously, buying silver is a lot easier from a price perspective to buying gold if you're going 1 ounce to 1 ounce. And ideally, I'll keep this stack as it is. I'll keep it growing unless one of the two things that will prompt me to sell would be, one day if I get to retirement, which is way down the track, or if I need a bit of extra juice when putting down a deposit for buying a house or something. But for me, overall, the strategy does include flexibility. So circumstances will always change. 2020 really showed how crazy life can be. So we'll see how 2021 goes for us all. Hey. The strategy moving forward, though, is largely these 10-ounce bars. If I can get buybacks, great. If not, 10-ounce bars will generally command a slightly lower premium, and they look great as well for stacking. Because 1 ounce bullion coins look phenomenal, but as you can see here, they take up an awful amount of room. And as I've talked about in another video, the investment part is one thing, but the collecting part, like the design, the artwork, like the history, like the stories behind a lot of these coins you'll see is phenomenal. It's just so much fun. I love learning, listening, reading new things. So if I see a new release, I'll definitely try to, try my luck at grabbing some of them. I've been seeing a lot of really cool coins online, like the Zombucks or the Horseman series. Can't get them here, which is a bit crap, but hey, that's life. It's 2020. So not sure what the stacking rate ahead's going to look like, but like many other stackers, it may be rocky. It probably will be rocky, but I think it's a safe ship to be sailing in. Guys, I hope you've all enjoyed the video. It was super fun for me to look over the stack and, just again reflect on the stacking journey. It's been especially once being able to connect with other stackers in Australia and globally and just chatting about it more in general. So that's been super enjoyable. So big shout out to everyone who's, subscribed, who've been having some conversations and all that. Really do appreciate it. So guys, please leave a like, subscribe, and, stay connected and leave a comment below if you're down for just a good old bant about gold or silver. Cheers.